What's going on, everyone? Thanks for tuning into our channel. Everyone's new. It's our first video, so I'll introduce myself. This is Anderson's Fish Channel. My name's Toby.
This is Bryson.
He's my son. So today's video, we're just going to take you around the house and show you all the different fish that we have. We do have some other animals. We might show them in this video. We'll just have to wait and see. Thanks for tuning in. The first ones that we have is this beautiful male flowerhorn. We're actually going to be feeding him a little bit today. He hasn't eaten today, so he's usually pretty aggressive, as you can see. So he is a very pretty fish. We've had him for about 3 months right now. You might ask, why is he in a tank all by himself? And that's going to be because anytime we put him with other fish, he seems to bully them just a little bit. We had him downstairs with some of the more predatory fish. He would pick on their fins. We had him with some of our plecos to help clean the tank, but didn't really matter. He seems to like to be all by himself here. After quarantine's over, we are going to try to get him a girlfriend and probably move him down to one of the 55 gallons. Right now he's in a tank. He's in a 20 gallon by himself, and he's doing just fine though. He's living the high life right here. Alright, we're downstairs now, and this is the fish room that we actually set up. So this all started with a 55 gallon on a stand that we've got. Got a giant gourami in there. Real nice tiger shovel nose, about 10 plus inches. An albino pleco. And then also right here on the side we have a real nice ornate bichir. This tank had a lot more fish in it, however we have moved them out to the pool pond. Now, on this wall, this is something I did over a weekend. I built a whole rack system for these fish. So I'm going to start up top. This is one of my son's tanks. This is a guppy breeder tank, and you can see a little baby right there. Let me see if I find some real small guys. There's a real small one. So they're actually doing pretty good. We've had several guppies in there. We're only down to about 4 adults right now. We had a pH spike that got a little too high, so we're bringing those back up. Now, moving over one more. Here's a nice 20 gallon. We've got a pair of Cupido cichlids in there. One's a male, one's a female. And how do I know that? Because they keep having babies. You can see these little babies are just about everywhere. They probably have about 30 plus babies every single time, and once they grow up and the guppies grow up, we move them one more tank down, and this is kind of our grow out tank. So you're gonna see we've got some bigger Cupido cichlids up there. We've got some bigger baby guppies, and then down there at the bottom we have some that are kind of working their way up as well. Now, if we go straight down from that, we have one of our first, or I guess our second predatory tank that's downstairs. Now, over here we have a real nice red belly pacu, and in the back is a golden dorado. We have a pleco who is on the underside of this log. Don't know if you can see that right there. Then in the corner, he's kind of getting picked on a little bit as a nice clown knife fish. So I'm gonna let my son go ahead and drop a few pieces of tilapia in here. Usually that golden dorado is gonna be the first one once he smells that. Now, I should say I gave them about a dozen ruby reds earlier today, so that might be why they're not too hungry. I'd be willing to say once we turn those lights off though, they're gonna go. We'll just put a few more pieces of tilapia in there right now. We'll shut those lights off, and I'd be willing to say within a few minutes they'll be gone. So just drop 1 or 2 more in there. There you go. We'll turn the lights off, and as you can see, once those lights go off, they get much more active in here. The pacu is usually the first one to find some of that tilapia that's on the ground, but if not, that pleco right under there really loves tilapia as well. So moving over one, this is a really nice scape tank. You can see we have some big round rocks over there, some small substrate over there, a nice rock, some nice spider wood. Now, if you just saw that, we have a real nice, about a 12 to 14 inch silver arowana. He is a gorgeous looking fish, one of my dream fish. Got him. Now, also in this tank, you can just see his tail right there. This right here is an African lungfish. You can see the rock is moving right there. His head's underneath that. And then we also have the tank cleaner. I've got a Pleco in almost every one of these tanks. Now, I did customize this tank. You see I got a fully acrylic top right here. And it's neat because I got a lot of these tanks secondhand. But we just went ahead and got acrylic. I cut a little feed hole in there. Bryson's gonna drop that in. Hopefully that lungfish will smell that because he's pretty cool to watch eat. He'll kind of come out eventually. He smells around. They have horrible eyesight though, so they're a pretty neat fish to really look at and observe. All right, we just came out of the garage. You can see the cars are parked right there. And over here is the nice pool pond setup. I'm gonna let my son talk about this because this was actually a present for him.
I got this pool pond for Christmas because I had been watching other videos on YouTube, and I just think it would be cool to start the predatory fish hobby and have a pool pond. And here we have a beautiful 12 to 14 inch Arapaima, and then right beside him we have a pretty big red tail that we've been growing out since he was just a baby. And then we walk over here, and we have an alligator gar. He is usually the king of the tank. Pretty big. That's all I gotta say. Pretty big.
So yeah, this is a hobby me and my son started. The cool thing about this is completely DIY. You're gonna see the filter that I built. Just watching a bunch of videos, like he said, he likes Paul Cafaro, the king of DIY. All of the fish people on YouTube have been a big inspiration. So you'll see this filter is what we created right here. Really neat filter system in here. And if you want maybe one video, I can show you all about that. To me, this was much cheaper than actually having to go out and buy a filter. Now, I do have a nice 5,700 gallon per hour pump. So pretty cool though. We're gonna throw just a few pieces of food in here and see if we get any luck with these guys eating. All right, this is a new GoPro, so I'm gonna see if we can actually get some nice underwater shots. We're gonna put it near this red tail over here. He's usually one that really likes to eat. So hopefully you saw the gar eat. I just had the camera off on the Arapaima eat, but all these big guys out here are doing lovely. Now, this is a really nice pool pond. Like I said, we're gonna be bringing the arowana out pretty soon. Probably the African lungfish and the tiger shovel nose. Now, drop some comments, let us know what kind of predatory fish you would like us to see, and once this quarantine is over, we can definitely go out and make that happen for you. Thanks for tuning in.